Hi everyone, my name is Phil and welcome to Phil Does 3D. I'm a multimedia and 3D artist and I stream live on Twitch on Mondays and Tuesdays at 5 PM Pacific time in the United States. That's 10 AM if you're in Australia, or 1 AM if you're in the UK. Good to see you guys. Remember, if you miss the live streams, you can always catch up at any time by clicking the videos tab on my Twitch channel. Remember too, if you want to join the Phil Does 3D Discord server, thank you Hellforge. Click the link that Hellforge has popped into Twitch chat, or go to the About Me section on my Twitch channel. You'll find an invite link in the panels. If you want to wishlist the game we're working on today called The House in the Hollow, you can do that on Steam right now by clicking the link in Twitch chat or clicking the graphic under the About Me section on my Twitch channel. And if you want to find out more about me and who I am and what I do, then you can go to phildoes3d with a .com on the end of it. Tamana, thank you for the subscription. Wow, 46 months in a row. You've been subbed for 46 months. You are awesome. Thank you very much, Tamana. Wow, have I really been streaming that long? Wow. It's good to see you guys. Sniper Echo, evening to you. Mr. Squarepeg, hello Mr. Squarepeg. Kamal's Workshop, hello to you as well. It's good to see you too. And Euro, it's always good to see you. And of course Hellforge and Smurfberry. Smurf's in the house. Good to see all you guys. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was watching a news item and yeah, it was Australia have opened up mass vaccination hubs now. You guys in the US, you've had that for a little while now, so. But we've only just started doing it, but they're restricting it to people over 70. And they opened up the first hub this morning and they had 30 people show up. So I guess, you know, over 70s don't want to get up early in the morning to go to a mass vaccination hub, I suppose. Oh, thank you. Yes, YouTube. I keep forgetting about YouTube, Hellforge. If you do miss the streams as well, you can always catch up on my YouTube channel. Click that link Hellforge popped into Twitch chat. It's /Phil Does 3D. Everything is Phil Does 3D. So, you know, you can find me that way pretty much easily through Google. Good morning to you too, Hellforge. Mr. Squarepeg, doing good. Good to hear. Smurf says, got my first jab this afternoon. And which one did you get? I think they're rolling out the Moderna one, aren't they, in the US? Or is it the Pfizer one? They're doing the AstraZeneca one here, which is a bit, yeah, they've had some problems with that one around the world with blood clotting and stuff. But you got your first jab. Wow. I'm jealous, Smurf, because I can't get mine because I'm not in the age group that's suitable at the moment, that they're letting people do it, so... Yura says, who jabbed you? Want me to send the lads around and teach them a lesson? Hellforge says, crazy how you forgot YouTube when all they yell at you all the time for not doing 3D. I know. My YouTube people that are watching me on YouTube, hello to you. Do bear in mind though, like I've said before, my YouTube streams are behind my streams that go live on Twitch. And that's because I had to sign an agreement with Twitch saying that my streams would be exclusive with them for a certain period of time. So if you're watching me on YouTube and you're thinking, why are these from so long ago? That's the reason why. And if you want to catch up with the very latest streams, come to my Twitch channel during one of the times that I'm live. Or if I'm not live, like I said, I always upload my previous streams immediately to Twitch under the videos section. So you can always watch me that way as well. Smurf says US has Pfizer, Moderna and J&J, Johnson & Johnson. Although J&J got put on pause. Yeah, I heard about that because they were having similar problems with the J&J as they were having with the AstraZeneca one. This blood clotting thing, I believe. Smurf says they only had the Pfizer at the site. Look, Pfizer, I'm no expert, so I really shouldn't make any comment actually. But from what I gather, Pfizer seems to be one of the better ones. It's the most, it has the highest protection sort of percentage rate, and there are no issues that I'm aware of that people have had with the Pfizer one. So I think the Pfizer one is a good one to get. We don't have an option in Australia. The government here dropped the ball and they really only ordered the AstraZeneca one. And that's the one that the world's been having some problems with as well as some issues with J&J. So. But again, I'm not an expert on it. I'm not pretending to. I'm not suggesting you just get one over another. I don't know. But I have no choice. I can't get any because I'm not in the right age group. I'm not over 70 or have a serious underlying medical condition. They're the two things at the moment in this country that you have to have if you want the jab. Snurf says, I got jabbed by a Marine. Oh, okay. Sniper Echo says, Phil is too young. Fact. That's right. I'm too young. I'm not 70 yet. Yet. We're Sniper Girl. She'd probably argue that I'm probably over 70. What's this? What have you linked to here in the Discord? Let me have a look. Hellforge. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. So that's my website there, guys. If you want to know who I am, it's just trying to get vaccinated old people first. This is very funny, actually. It is very funny. I remember seeing a news report when the vaccines first started being rolled out in the US, where a couple of ladies in their 20s or 30s dressed up as old people, because I think when you started in the US, you started with your old people as well, older people. Let's say that, and they dressed up as elderly people to try and get the vaccine. I thought that was quite funny. That's very funny though, Helpwood. Smurf says J&J also had an issue with manufacturing. Oh, okay. Contamination or something? I don't know. I didn't pay close attention. Oh, that's pretty bad. Come on, J&J. What's going on? Yura says the blood clotting thing is such a small number of people per million. It is. The people who were affected could have been affected by any other inoculation. Well, this is true. And you have to bear in mind, too, that they say things like women that are on the pill, the contraceptive pill, they have a higher risk of blood clotting than what has been seen by the vaccine. So it's a very small number of people having problems with blood clotting. We did have one man here in Melbourne, where I live, in Australia, who did die from blood clotting from having the vaccine. Well, they think the vaccine, because it happened 2 days after he had it. But yeah, from all evidence, it's a very, very small percentage of people that might have a problem. Euro says, I miss OCC. Smurf says, old people gawk at ya, talk at ya. Old people. Come on, let's not mock old people. They paid those taxes to give us all the things that we love to use in society these days, so we can't speak too badly of old people. Okay, so what are we doing? We are going to be we're going to continue working on the kitchen for the House on the Hollow. We're going to work on the curtain today for the kitchen. There's a window in the kitchen. The window needs a curtain. So that's what we're going to do. We worked on the pot rack yesterday, and we did the center bench table last week. I'm just going to see if I have vertex coloring assigned to this or not, because I can't remember if we did it or we didn't do it. Ah, we did it. There we go. Too good. So we can export and bring it into Substance Painter. I'm just going to remove the checker pattern though. We don't want that. Okay. Kitchen. Am I spelling that correctly? Kitchen. No, kitchen curtain. It's not a kitchen curtain. It's a kitchen curtain. There we go. Ah, Phil. Let's export this into the right folder. Not the pot rack folder, we want the curtain folder. And we're not doing a high to a low on this one. This is another example where I just use a low poly. I don't use a high to low bag. Yuri says 3D stuff, that's right, we're getting some work done. Sniper says kitchen, Phil. I know. We fought hard for that kitchen, and you're going to be that kitchen will be being put together in the engine real soon. After the curtain, all we have to do is the floor and the section for the walls. Then we can start putting it all together. Actually, yeah, I forgot about kitchen lights. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. We'll wait till we get in the engine. I may have to jump back into Max and make a kitchen light though for the walls, I think. We'll see how we go when we put the kitchen together, whether it needs it or not. Because we'll probably have a light up in the ceiling. So. And we can probably reuse one of the lights that we've used in the building, in another part of the building, like the one that we use maybe in the bathroom. We can reuse that for the kitchen. We'll see how we go. Sniper says, at least pretend to be interested. I'm so scatterbrained because I've got so much going on at the moment as far as work goes. I'm working on about 6 different projects. And not all design stuff either, some programming stuff as well. So I'm a bit scatterbrained. We'll do it at 2K, that should be plenty. Which means the engine will knock it back to 1K. Yeah. Alrighty, let's bake this out. And we're going to use the low as the high. And for the ID, we're going to use vertex color and not material color. I'm just going to might have to jump back into Max. I'm not sure why I have 2 different materials here. That's not correct. So I'm just going to see what's going on there. They should all just be one material. So I'm just going to reassign this one material here. And we're going to call it kitchen curtain. And we'll re-export it again. Back into Substance Painter and let's update our project configuration. Just as well I checked, but we got any work done. Actually, what I'm going to do here, you see Substance still remembers these. I don't like that, that's annoying. I'm just going to create the project again because we haven't done anything anyway. And now we're back to just our one material, which is what we want. Low poly is high. Rob, it's good to see you, Rob. Hello to you too. So, we have our kitchen curtain. What are we going to do with it? Alright, let's see what we got to work with, shall we? I'm just going to see what smart materials. I did make some actual fabric smart materials. Now comes the tricky part. We're going to try and work out colours and how we want it to look. Again, this as a kitchen curtain, this curtain is probably a bit more ornate than you would have in a kitchen, normally. But there's nothing saying we can't use something a bit more ornate for our kitchen. Why not? We're special. Our kitchen's special. I made some like velvet materials because we're using velvet in the main, I'm calling it the ballroom, mezzanine room. I'm not really sure what you'd call it. It's not really a ballroom. It's got a big cutout in the middle of it with chandeliers hanging down, but we'll call it the ballroom. I did create some satiny, felty type fabric for that. But I don't know if I want to go that route for the kitchen. Let me just see if I can do a search on fabric. Let's make it larger so we can see it. Okay, we have a blue chair fabric. We've got a burlap, canvas, denim, which we don't want denim curtains, that would be horrible. These are ones that I created for the we have those up in the attic. We've got like sheets over bits of furniture. I think I created that one for that. We've got a tartan flannel, no, not tartan. We've got a linen, a creased linen, which might be okay. A worn linen, which could be cool. No, we don't want that one. No, we don't want that one. The dots. Oh, what a horrible colour. No, we're not making something that's going to like These are for like camo, you know, clothing. We don't want that. We don't want a camo curtain. It's another denim. And these are another 2 fabrics that I put together, I think. Let's have a look at the linen worn. Don't know about the linen actually. They really should be something like a felt or a velvet or a silk or. Well, I just want to see what it looks like. I have not used it before, so I'm just curious more than anything. Another one of those really nested things. Nested materials, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not doing a good job of it. I think the base is just the colour, I think, here. I'm just increasing the tiling value on all of these. It does not seem to be updating for some reason. Why is that? I haven't missed one. No. 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 Worn edges and tears. That's very odd. Creases will fill. That's the weave, I think. Might be the weave. Yeah, it's part of the weave. Anyway, I'm not really sure I like the fabric. So we might just hide that temporarily and see what else we've got. Smith says denim everywhere. You want the house to be full of gold and full of denim, don't you? Wouldn't that be great? Android Lust, hey Android Lust, it's good to see you. Sorry, it took me a while there to catch up with the chat because I've been so engrossed in trying to choose a fabric. I hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, don't know if I like that linen particularly. So what else have we got? We don't want denim. We don't want denim curtains. That's not a good look. I just want to see what this one looks like. Ooh. Can't say I'm in love with that one either. Alright, let me just go to, these are smart materials. Let's look at our normal materials. Ooh, man, that's awful. Come on. Yeah, that's pretty bad as well. Even if we increase the tiling on it, increasing the tiling on it might make it a bit more usable. Maybe. Let's not delete it, let's just hide it. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Again, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Let's go to a bathroom towel, but that's about it. No. 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 Definitely no. It's interesting with that pattern through it, but I don't like it particularly. Like, we could change the colour on it. To a blue or something, but yeah, I don't particularly like the fabric, so let's keep going. It's the same in a blue anyway. Again, no. No. No, I don't like the hexagon pattern in it. I don't think there's a way for us to change the pattern. No. Again, this one, yeah, I don't like the pattern in it. It's brown and horrible. No. Trying to work out what the pattern is that they've put through this. Just like some sort of rectangular geometric thing. It looks like asphalt. Smurf says blue and gold go together. Ask Persia. Yes, I know they do. Blue and gold do look good together. Blue and yellow. Looks like asphalt. Euro says Phil would be a nightmare in a furniture store. I certainly would. Yeah, no. I mean, look, it's an interesting pattern that's going on it, but again, just as an explanation here, to cut the poly count on anything that I use that's cloth in the game, it's only a one-sided polygon, so there are no polys on the back side. That just cuts our poly count in half. And then we just turn on a two-sided material when we bring it into the engine, so it shows the bow. Look, I won't delete it, I probably won't use it, but we'll leave it there just in case. How about that? These sort of patterns are probably more along the lines of what I was thinking. Cause this is more of like a deco-y, nouveau-y type design. So I don't actually mind this, but maybe for something like the header up here, not for the curtain itself, but just for the header. Euro says a good highlight on the tassels might go. Well, yeah, we will. We did our vertex coloring, so we can texture up the different parts of the curtain separately. So what I'm going to do here is, like I said, I quite like this pattern for this header board. What would we call this? This trim at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask with. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the layer. And I'm going to make the second color a little darker. Now I'm going to group both the layers together. And I've shown you guys, I've worked this way many times before. We'll call it curtain. Smurf says the dangly doogly part. Yes, no, they probably will be gold. They would look good. Andrew Luss says agree with the gold tassels. Yes, we'll get to that. Don't worry. We're getting there. We're going to call this one curtain. We'll call it header. It's not called a header, but I can't remember the name. The name of this bit at the top. And we're going to mask with color selection to just that bit there. So that's for the headboard. Okay, now we can continue on and keep going to see what else we might want to put on, what other fabric we've got to work with. So again, I'm just going to start dragging them in and having a look. I don't mind this just as a plain blue. Like, we can change the color of it. The fabric already comes as a, like, you can see it's got a light blue and a deeper blue mixed together. I quite like that look. Maybe not the color, but the look of the fabric. So I think what we'll do with this one is, again, we're going to duplicate it. And on the duplicate, we're going to make it darker. And there's rhyme to this, reason for this, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we're going to group both of those together. And we'll call this curtain. What's the name for these bits here? We'll call it curtain top folds, I don't know. And we'll mask with color selection to those. Okay. Now. I think what I'll do is I will duplicate this group. And we'll call this one curtain sides. Curtainy sides? No, just curtain sides. And for those, we're going to change the pick with color selection to those side pieces. And I'm also going to just change the color on those a little bit. So let's go with maybe a darker blue. Let me have a think about this. We've got a red, we've got a blue, we'll have a gold. I'm not sure about the middle. Actually, maybe a green might look good. Let's have a look at a green. Less saturated and a little darker. Yeah, that might be good. And now, of course, with the new version of Substance Painter, we can grab the value of the color complete and add it to the second one. But we'll darken this one up even more. Okay. Yuri says, I don't know, I'm not an interior designer. Android Love says, apparently it's called swag. Swag? Yes, I think maybe it is called swag. I think you're correct. Yes, Android Lust swag. Let's fix that. So we've got the curtain header. Instead of calling it curtain top folds, we'll call it curtain top swag. Thank you, Android Lust. The curtain sides, and now we have to work out for this bit here in the middle. And we'll get to the tassels in a minute. You go, oh, okay. Yura says, it supports hex codes now. Yes, it does, which Smurfer is really happy about. Yeah, Substance Painter with the latest update now supports hex codes, which is a godsend if you want to do color matching and stuff. Yura says, I don't know why it wasn't in it years ago. I don't either. I know, there's many things with Look, Substance Painter is a great program, particularly if you're doing game assets. But there just seems to be certain things that you think should be in it that are just really obvious that just don't seem to ever have been added. I'm just going to do a quick save here just to be on the safe side. Kitchen curtain. Pelmet. Yeah, Sniper Ricky says pelmet. I think you are correct, actually. I think that is called a pelmet. You are right. I'll change that in a minute. Android Lust says I googled it, now it's forever in my memory. Euro says it would make using DIN color codes a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, it is. This is called a pelmet. I think it is actually called a pelmet. So instead of calling it a header, let's call it what it is. Pelmet. Sniper says that's what it's called here. Yeah, no, it is called a pelmet here too. Yeah. Android Love says it should have always supported hex. It should have, yeah. Just like UDIMs should have always been available as well from the beginning. Euro says like a text mask that supports system fonts. Yeah, that would be useful as well. Again, you guys know I like to use Mari. I'm used to using Mari. I mean, we've been using Substance Painter because it's good for game assets. And for ArchViz as well, more so now. But generally, I generally use Mari, and Mari has had all those things since day dot. Everything that we've just spoken about, like hex codes, masks, text masks, UDIMs, that's always been in Mari. Mari's and Mari actually is funny. It's funny is moving more towards a Substance Painter type thing with PBR materials and a library of stuff that you can use. So. There you go. What else we got here? Let's just see what other materials we have while we're playing around. No, I don't think I like the grey. I mean, the colour grey is quite nice, but the grey would look okay in the middle. Maybe. This is to hide it. Keep going. It's just a darker version of the grey. Which, no, it's a bit too dark. Same thing again. Come on. Ooh, polka dot. Who doesn't like a good polka dot? Euro says I tweeted about that to Marmoset. Said they would look into adding it to Toolbag. Well, cool. See, at least they're responsive. I mean, now you know Substance is owned by Adobe. Adobe don't listen to anybody. Adobe do what Adobe wants to do, unfortunately. So, Sniper says Mari is nice. Yeah, I love Mari. Sniper says to Euro, that's awesome. Nice that they reply. It is, yeah. I mean, Adobe are a huge company, so I understand why they couldn't reply to everyone that suggests to them, but they just seem to ignore people completely, Adobe. Smurf says, bro, I found 5 gigabytes of temp files in my algorithmic folder because I used the Substance Share plugin. Yeah, I used to have that installed, but I don't actually. I have it when I did the update to the program. I think I removed it. 5 gigabytes. Wow, that's a lot of storage being wasted. Like what the hell? He says. Smurf says, or Substance Source. Browsing it and downloading things, create temp files, and the final downloads to your shell. Yeah, I found, Quixel Bridge. I use that occasionally as well. It does the same sort of thing. When you download it, it puts it in 2 spots, so you end up doubling the size of your download. So be aware of that if you use Quixel Bridge and you do an export after you do a download. It downloads it, puts it in a spot. Then if you hit export, it puts it in another spot. So it's doubling up the storage. And some of those assets can be quite large because a lot of them are photogrammetry. So particularly if you're like me, because I like to download the original, like with Quixel Bridge, you can choose what LOD level you want to download. And you can also choose if you want to download the original high-res scan that hasn't been LODed, which I always do because I like to do the LODing myself. I don't like to get... I usually find I prefer my way of doing a LOD than what I get from Bridge. But yeah, so that they can be really large. Euro says, Marmoset people are pretty great to work with. They helped me switch my Steam license for a Toolbag 2 to Toolbag 3. They do that for a lot of people and they are super nice about it. I don't use Marmoset, but I have heard good things about it. I know some of the guys that pop into my channel here, my stream, they use it and they love it. It is a good program. And it's reasonably priced from what I hear as well. So Yura says, and they detached it from Steam. Don't you like Steam? I thought everybody loves Steam. Smurf says, I don't think you can remove it. It's part of Painter. What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about... oh, okay, sorry. I was thinking of something else. A bridge, actually. I used to have a bridge plugin that went between Macs and I think there's one for Unreal as well from memory, but I don't use that either. The bridges. Sniper says, I no longer can use Substance, just can't afford the space. Even small projects are gigabytes in size. Yeah, I haven't noticed it chewing up a huge amount of... you know what I noticed, what I noticed does chew up a lot of space is when I create materials using Substance Alchemist, which you can't see behind me, but... yeah, if I use Substance Alchemist and I make a new material and I save that out so I can use it in Substance Painter, that uses huge amounts of space, I've found. Particularly if you're saving out at 4K or something, yeah, it just seems to chew up the hard drive space, or the SSD space in this case. But I love making my own Substance materials in Alchemist. And you can't use Substance, that's just terrible. Substance is great for games assets. Virtual Alien, thank you for the follow, Virtual Alien. Sorry it's taken me so long to notice. Welcome to Phil Does 3D, and yeah, thanks for following the channel. I do appreciate it, guys, when you follow me, so welcome. Virtual Alien. Sniper says to Euro, don't do it, don't check the size. That got Hellforge. That, thank God Hellforge isn't here. Thank God Hellforge isn't here. Sniper says he knows that pain all too well. Smurf says, I also found a bunch of autosaves in a different folder from the regular project folder that was taking gigabytes of space. Let's hide this polka dot. Let's get rid of it, actually, it's hideous. So we're not looking at it. Yura says, it's not that I don't like Steam, it's that I got a huge upgrade discount going from 2 to 3, but I needed a Marmoset Toolbag 2 license and account and not a Steam Toolbag 2 license to do it. Okay, well that makes sense. Yeah, because everyone loves Steam. Come on, who doesn't love Steam? This is an interesting pattern as well. Actually, you know how I said I kept the grey because I thought the grey might be interesting for the middle of the curtain. I'm wondering if this grey might be more interesting because it has a bit of a pattern in it. Maybe, maybe not. We'll hide it. We'll keep going. We've got so many fabrics. That's disgusting. No, I don't like that either. No. Man, this is awful. I don't know why I'm putting it on, but man, it's awful. Awful, 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 awful. Oh, I'd say not so bad actually when you pull it back, but... yeah, take it back. It's not actually awful, but not for what we wanted, I think. Although a blue might look interesting. Actually, I quite like the pattern going down on the side. Sniper says, yeah, that's the way it works, sadly. Sniper says, thank God I spell well. Yeah, I get the gist usually. Yura says, I have a 3.8 gigabyte project file for a rifle. Yeah, I have not checked my project sizes. I don't think I want to. I've never actually checked them. Most of these projects we're working on get saved to a hard drive, so it's less of an issue because, you know, it's 3 terabytes of space. It should be fine. But I haven't actually checked, so yeah, I'm not sure. I just know that in Alchemist, when I make a material, like when I make a substance material in Alchemist and I export that out, it is huge. Man, it's massive. It's like, it's generally a couple of gigabytes at least for some reason, just for one material. I won't do it though, I won't check. Druid Lust says, all of the substance project files made me check mine. Yeah, they're reading a good amount. Sniper says, don't do it, Phil, don't check. Sniper says, for the love of God. Yura says, I keep my substance project files in the Max Project export folder of the asset. I can't be asked searching through them all. In the Max Project X, yeah, I do as well. That's the way I work. I keep, when I'm saving out my projects here, I save them out into the folder, the Max model folder that we're working in. So if we go to the kitchen and we're doing the curtain, so that's the Max file, that's the export FBX, and that's the project file. So I work the same way. Makes everything much easier. I'm just trying to work out if this is too modern a looking pattern for a 1920s building. That's really my only issue, because I quite like the colour. I like the silver that they've picked up here in the fabric. So Art Nouveau, Art Deco, very geometric generally. Let's just mask with colour selection so I'm not getting distracted by everything, just to those bits there. And I like the look of it. I can't say I don't like it. It does look interesting. I like the pattern. Maybe. Smurf says, my submarines are about 400 meg each. Wow. And like I said, I know, because I recently exported out a couple of, I created some marble materials in Alchemist that had a pattern through them, and I know that they're like 2 gigabytes. The material is 2 gigabytes, well, exported at 4K. I don't understand why Alchemist makes such huge files, material files, when you do an export, but anyway. And I noticed that because I saved those to my SSD, and I noticed it going down quite rapidly every time I made a material. And they're trying to work out why, and then I discovered, yeah, Alchemist exports are huge. Massive, massive huge. Let's keep going here and see if we can't find a pattern that we like for the middle of the curtain. For this bit here, I'm looking. Let's just do a rotation of 90 degrees on this. And again, I don't mind that pattern there. Let's just mask with color selection to that part of the curtain. No, it's starting to get a bit busy now because we've got a pattern going on here, a pattern going on here, and a pattern going on here. That's not good. We don't want that. What else we got? No, that's horrible. Oops, oops. Oh no, what have I done? Hang on. Bill's getting confused. There we go. I think Substance was just a bit slow, maybe. Yeah. Wasn't my fault, it was Substances. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Yeah, it's Substance Paint is just a little bit slow for some reason. What else do we have? No, that's more for a towel. No. Some of these substances, it looks like they're a little bit heavy. No, we don't want that one either. No, we don't want that one. We do have quite a few layers going on, so maybe it's starting to overload the program a little bit. Rob says Steam just fixed a bug that happens when you have over 25,000 games in your game library. Who are these people? Who would have 25? I agree. Who would have 25,000 games in their Steam game library? How could you ever play them if you had that many? That's insane. Insane. 25,000 games, man. And could you imagine how much it would cost to buy 25,000 games? You wouldn't want to lose your Steam account, man. But it's good they fixed the bug for those privileged people who have 25,000 games in their game library. Yura says, pro tip, if you are done with an asset in your final save, instead of just Control S, save, hit save and compress. 2.8 gigabyte project equals 400 meg. That is a good pro tip from Euro. Hit save and compress. Oh, it's saving compact. Yeah, I've never actually used that, you know. They must be aware of it, and that's why they made it. That is a good tip. I actually generally just do a save or a save as, but a saving compact is a very good idea. Petra, thank you for the follow, Petra. Again, welcome to Phil Does 3D, and thank you for following the channel. I'm live, guys, that are new to the channel every Monday and Tuesday US time at 5 p.m. Pacific time in the United States. Remember too, guys, if while I'm working you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Twitch chat. If I can help you or the guys can help you in any way, we're happy to try. Remember too, if you want to join the Phil Does 3D Discord server, you can click the link that I've just popped in Twitch chat. There's a gallery section there where you can show up your work. The whole reason I'm on Twitch really is not to do my stuff for you, it's actually to look at the stuff you make and to encourage you guys to do 3D. So if you want to make anything and pop it in the gallery and I'll show it off on stream. If you don't want me to show it on stream, when you post the image in the gallery, just say please don't show it, no way. There's also a tutorials and tips section that the guys and girls that are members of the Discord have come across over the years. Stuff on texturing to modeling to artwork, all that sort of jazz. There's an art help and advice section as well if you're having a problem that you want some help with. Tools and scripts, which is where you can find some useful tools and scripts for different 3D programs. So yeah, there's a few different bits and pieces there, and also there's links to, every time I post my social media, I post a link in the Discord, and my stream schedule is there, but my schedule never changes. It's every Monday and Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time in the United States is when I'm live. Yeah, I really don't like this stitching, but anyway. That's just me. We'll keep going because I've got quite a few fabrics here that I want to look at before I decide on which one I want to go with. Because you just don't know unless you try them all. And that's half the fun of Substance Painter. Yeah, these ones are really heavy for some reason on the program. It's taking Substance a while and it's horrible. Let's get rid of it. Again, not for what we want. That's pretty yuck, even if I increase it. Yes, that's yuck. That's yuck as well. Okay, I think we can move down a bit further. I do have, like I said, quite a few fabrics, but we'll just see what else we have here. Because there are a couple that I created myself as well. Like the ones we used in the bathroom and in the master bedroom. I probably don't want to reuse those though. So I want to keep those rooms looking unique. And if we reuse the same fabric on everything, and nothing will look unique, it'll just look like they've been lazy and used the same fabric in all their rooms. Euro says to Rob, Saudi Princes probably, with 25,000 games. Andrew Luss says, yeah, I've always wanted to save and compress it. Does it do anything else to the file besides compressing? Euro says, I guess it will take longer to open, having to decompress it in memory. That's probably true. Smurf says, also do file clean before saving to possibly reduce file size. Oh yeah, you know, I've never noticed that, Smurfer. I have never noticed the clean here. Wow. Because when I do video editing in Premiere, Adobe Premiere or After Effects, I always do that actually too. Right after I finish the project and exported the video file, I do a clean on the media cache just to free up space. But I've never noticed the one there in Substance. So all these good tips. Andrew Luss says, if that's the case, I wouldn't mind that. Andrew Luss says, game hoarders see a sale and think maybe I'll play that game one day. All those 50p games. Oh, that English money. That English money's 50p. Sniper says, one of the major reasons I primarily work in Blender, Shader Graph, to mix and create my materials is I can make 40 materials and store them for under 50 meg currently. The project files are small unless I import images to make materials. Blender, haven't they just released an alpha version of Alpha 3 or something of Blender? Version 3, I was reading, I think. Rob says 50p times 25,000 is still a lot. Euro says same with Marmoset, my project files are tiny in Toolbag 4. Sniper says, yeah, I've heard that. I meant to ask you about that ages ago. Smurf says, man, IRA is so much faster on a 3900X. Yeah, so you're using the new PC now. Smurfery just built a new computer, a 3900X. How are you finding it, Smurf? Because, yeah, I noticed the difference when I did the upgrade too. And I was just going 2 generations up, so. Sweet. Euro says Marmo is looking for a graphics engineer with significant experience with GPU rendering. Well, there you go. If you're looking for a job, check out Marmoset if you're a graphics engineer. Euro says, yeah, all the threads, man. All the threads. Sniper Girl. Hey, it's good to see you, Sniper Girl. Hi to you as well. Android Lust says, hey. Sniper Girl says, hey. I'm doing well. I hope you are. You finished for the night. Finished work for the day. Smurf says, for the submarines, when I was working on my baking, I re-imported the base maps several times as I tweaked stuff. And even though they were replaced, the existing textures in Painter were the same names. They were still cached or something, and cleaning the file wiped out the hidden cache and made the save file smaller. Yeah, that's a good tip. I'd never noticed the clean here, you know? I mean, I generally go straight from save down to export. I've never noticed the clean, and yeah, I have noticed the save and compact, but I haven't used it. But that's a good tip too. Sniper says, yeah, Blender version 3 alpha is out. Sniper Girl says, wow, congrats. Yes, congrats on the new machine, Smurf. You haven't built yours yet, have you, Sniper Girl? Because you're waiting on the screws for the motherboard, I think. Sniper Girl says, I'm good, finished for the day, and the screws are arriving a day early. So I'm looking at starting early. Cool. You'll have to tell us what it's like after you've built your machine. Post pictures, guys. Put them in the gallery on the, not in the gallery, put them in the general chat on the Discord. I want to see your built machine. I've seen pictures of Smurf's case in pieces. Show us a picture of your built machine. They arrive tomorrow. Cool. Smurf says, I missed the stream yesterday because I was moving hard drives into the new computer. I wondered where you were yesterday. I said to the guys, I don't think Smurf's in today. He doesn't love me anymore. No, I can understand that. I mean, I generally, when I built my new computer, you know, it took like a day to put it together because I like to take my time and make sure everything is correct before I plug in the power and switch it on. But that's only half the issue because I was building a new machine, so I had to install Windows 10 as new, which meant I had to reinstall all of my software, and that takes forever. But you guys know I use quite a bit of software, and I had to wait on the studio to send me to authorize activation of new licenses and stuff. Because you guys know most of the software I use, I don't pay for, the studio pays for. So I'm sort of waiting on them to get me new licenses every time I have to install a new version of the software on a new computer. So that was it. So it took a good few days for me to get everything set up after I built my new machine. Rob says, does clean in Substance Painter get rid of layers that are hidden? That's a good question because you see we've got a few layers hidden here. not game to do clean just in case. If it shouldn't, I wouldn't think. But who knows with Adobe. Sniper Girl says to Smurf, how could you? Smurf says, no, it only gets rid of cache stuff or textures that aren't being used in the project. Well, that would make sense. Yura says the base memory and cache hogging junk. Yeah, I would have been surprised if it got rid of just hidden layers, because yeah, you hide things all the time when you work on a project. So let's see, let's just see what other, if we have any other fabrics that might be suitable. I must remember too, I did come across, I didn't really know I had this material. This is a really interesting, it's for the basement, I think I was thinking of using it for, a really interesting floor sort of material. Like a deco-y floor material that I didn't even realize I had here. But I must remember when we start working on the basement to look at this material that I came across by accident that I had. Because it was a really nice material. But that's when we get to the basement, which we'll be working on after we finish the kitchen, which is the next thing we're going to be doing in the engine is the kitchen. Once we finish just putting these assets together. And we've only got a couple of assets after this to do to finish the kitchen stuff. Apart from maybe the light, but we'll tackle that when we jump in to start putting the room together. Okay, yeah, I have a few fabrics here that I created. So this one we used in the bathroom. This one we used in the bedroom for the bed. Again, these two are just variations for the bathroom. We have there's a couple of fabrics here that we didn't, actually I think I used those ones on the chairs. I don't think we used this. I made this for the bedspread, but I don't think we ever ended up using it from memory. Yeah, it's a bit too flowery, I think. Anyway, for what we want here. We want to keep the kitchen curtain relatively plain, I think. But we do have to remember the kitchen has been locked up for like 80 years or something. So it's an old kitchen in a 1920s building. So we do want to make sure we dirty up the curtain a bit, like we did with the benches and with the cabinets and all that sort of stuff. Actually, that reminds me, the pot rack. We're going to have to reload that really quickly in a minute because I forgot to put a dirt layer on after we finished the stream, and I didn't export the textures either. So. We'll do that in a sec. I must remember. Load up the pot rack and add dirt and export textures. I think we're almost at the end of the materials here. Most of the fabrics are up the top. Where did we use this? It's actually not a fabric. It's fabric, but it's meant for actually for a wall. So yeah, so it's meant for like a fabric wall. Well, it's an interesting. That's right. We used a variation of this. We changed the color to blue, and we used it in the sitting room with the fireplace in the paneling in the walls. I think from memory. We did use a blue version of it. Let's just mask with color selection to that middle. Again, I think we're starting to get too many different patterns going on. It's starting to get a bit too busy. I think we're really better off making this central curtain just a plain color as opposed to putting a pattern on it. Although the pattern could look interesting here. Let's have a look at that. No, I don't like the red and the red. Might look interesting here. Actually, I don't mind it here. I think it could look interesting there. I think. Ties in with the red and the red. I'm just going to see if we can change the colour a little bit. We might go into more of a bit of a brighter red. Let's just lighten up this one a little bit. And lighten up. I think it's this one. Yeah. And maybe just pull out a little bit more of the gold. I might switch out the blue. I don't quite like that blue. We might just change that colour a little bit. Bring it into more of a pinky purple. I think that's better. Okay, so now I think we're almost at the end here. If we were doing a 50s curtain, then that one would be good, but we're not doing a 50s curtain, so. It's another grey that's interesting. I'm just going to move that down in the stack and we'll leave that there but hidden. I've got a 12. I don't think a 12 would be good. No, not a 12. So I think we're probably at the end here now for the fabric. This is interesting. Too busy, but I just found it's an interesting looking fabric. Okay, so we're going to now look at our greys for the middle here. So we have this one. Actually, let me just make sure I'm doing a mask with color selection so we don't get distracted by everything else going on. And then we have this grey. And then we have this grey. So we have a grey with a dot. It's not really a dot, it's just like actually it looks like, yeah, and they're not dots. I'm not really sure what you call them. Or we have a grey with a dot. Well, again, they're not really dots. Or we have a plain grey. I'm liking less this pattern here now. I'm not sure what to do about that. Let's catch up with the chat. Euro says the memory in the cache hogging jar hot cause today is the 4th of the 20th of the 4th. What's the, I don't get it, Euro. Pot because today is the 20th of the 4th of the 20. You guys are I don't know, Euro, if you're in the UK, aren't you? In Australia, we go 20/4/2021. In the United States, they go 4/20/2021. They do it backwards. Confuses me. Andrew Sniper says to Sniper Girl, what did you think of Zephyr? How do you pronounce it? Zephyr, I'm assuming. Yeah, what did you think of it actually? It's a photogrammetry software that Sniper Girl was trialing, checking out. Smurf says, building the layers on the GPU is kind of the same speed, but it's roughly an equal generation GPU to my old one, so meh. Okay. But I went from 8700K to 10900K, and I noticed a difference, which surprised me. I didn't think I would. Still, it's new, so it's better. New is always better. Isn't that what they say? Sniper Girl says to Sniper Echo, good results, but slow. She says, obviously my current PC isn't anything great. My old one I'm currently using, but it took about 4 hours to process the images and makes the textured mesh. That's a long time, 4 hours. I'm not sure how many photos you had in your photo set, but... Smurf says dimples. Yeah, I guess, yeah, they're not dots, they're dimples. Dimples is a good way to describe them. Sniper Echo says, yeah, I thought the same when I was using it. The software, what software was the fastest for you? She says reality capture. I've found reality capture the fastest as well. Of the photogrammetry software I've used over the years, I've found reality capture is the fastest. Because it uses the GPU more than the others. Although Agisoft is starting to do more stuff on the GPU now as well, so it's another one to consider. And it's much cheaper, Agisoft, than reality capture. Sniper says, yeah, the same for me. Smurf says, you do it backwards. We do it backwards because we don't do it backwards the way the US can do it. You do it backwards. Smurf says, a proper ISO standard for date and time is day and then month. Well, I don't care. It confuses me. We do. No, that's how we do it. We do time of day. Hang on. The proper ISO standard for date and time is day, then month. You know, that's how we do it. We do day, then month. But in the US, you do month, then day. And that's backwards. Sniper Girl says, good results, but slow. Photo set was 56 images, 32 megapixels, and it took 4 hours. Jeez. Man. I generally work with photo sets of at least 100 to 200 photos usually, so I hate to think how long it would take. And my photos are 64 megapixel. Smurf says, yeah, okay, look, I'm not disagreeing with you, Smurfberry, but I'm just saying, don't you do it in the United States? You do month, then day, then year. When you write a date. We do day, then month, then year. Sniper Girl says, all these snipers, I'd probably stay with Agisoft Metashape because I own it. Yeah, and it's a good value for money, Metashape. And it does a good job too. It's just little bit slow. It's slower than reality capture, but that's, you know, as far as the results go, you get really good results out of Metashape as well. Smurf says, I said it wrong. I meant month, then day. I know. Thank you. That's how you do it, and that's backwards. I don't care what you're linking me to in your wiki. It's confusing. But then, you know, you guys aren't with the metric system either, so that says a lot, doesn't it? You guys still work in feet and inches. I mean, man. Sniper Girl says, reality capture I rented because of monthly. No thanks. Yeah, you can lease reality capture, rent it. You can buy it too, but it's really expensive. Or you can rent it, like everything else these days. But remember, Epic Games just recently purchased reality capture. And I have a feeling what they're going to do is MetaHuman? That I got accepted to the beta of that recently, actually. I haven't used it yet. I have a feeling what they're going to do with reality capture now that Epic Games own them is they're going to make it like MetaHuman, where it'll be cloud-based, so you can use it for free, I'm assuming, providing you're making a game in the Unreal Engine. So you'll log in like you do with MetaHuman. It'll run on the cloud. You won't download a program to your computer, and I have a feeling that's what Epic Games are going to do with that. I mean, I don't know. That's just, if I was to guess, that's what I would say. You gave me a mod slap? Why did I get a mod slap? Smurfberry mod slapped me. Wow. Nice. Nice, Smurf. Smurf says, year, month, day. Your face is backwards. Oh, how rude. You're going to get a slap back in a minute. Android Lust says, what's this? What have you posted here, Android Lust? Let me have a look. I can't just click links because it opens up a browser that I use for work, so I can't do that. Yeah, there we go. Majority of the world's countries, the United States, they want to do everything backwards just because they can. Snappy says, I found a way to speed up Meshroom with the baking of textures. I interrupted just after the mesh OS built and I export it. Just after the mesh is built, I'm assuming. And I export it, then I clean it up, retopologize it, then drop in a node in Meshroom and it will bake the textures to that. Okay, so you're getting it to do a bake down after you do a retopology. Okay, that would make sense. Sniper says it worked out much faster for me. Andrew Luss says USA still correct. Mercury says, you mean you import a retopologized mesh? I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. You can do that in reality capture too, by the way. I'm not sure about Agisoft Metashape. You probably can, but you can retopologize, re-import, provided you don't move the axes. You should be fine, and then you can bake out your textures that way in all the photogrammetry software that I've used so far. So yeah, that is an option. Re-import the mesh after retopology and then do a bake out of the textures if you wanted to do it that way. And I know you can do it in reality capture and in context capture, and I'm pretty sure you can in Metashape too. Smurf says, I haven't done that yet, but I hear that's good. Smurf says, I haven't used the newest Meshroom release yet, but now that I've got the new computer running, well, there you go. Start doing some tests. Let's have a look here with this curtain. We'll get to the tassels in a minute. I'm more concerned with these side pieces. I'm just thinking everything's starting to get a bit busy. So, what do I want to do here? I think what I might look at this. I'm going to see what this pattern looks like here. I think it might be a bit busy, but we'll find out. So let's move to color selection and pick that one as well. Yeah, no, that one does not look nice. And I'm not even sure I want the pattern up there either. I'm thinking now that the blue might be better. But I just think it's starting to get a bit busy. Unnecessarily busy. So we'll remove that one. The curtain back here, instead of let's choose the grey that we like first. These are pretty much the same, they're just a different colour. One's called Perforated Pixel, the other one's called Tailor Fabric. To me they look pretty much identical. I'm not really sure what the difference between them is apart from the colour. So I'm thinking between the plain and this one. We'll remove this one. I don't like it's the same. It's just a different color. So I don't know about the grey. I'm thinking maybe more of a white might look better, or like a cream. So let's have a look at that to begin with. Let's see if we can change the color, lighten it up a bit. And let's do the same on this one here. Well, that's actually for the dot. And this is the one for the color of the fabric. Let's go back to the dot. Less is more. There's something about this I don't like. I just can't work out what it is. I think it's these side pieces actually. I think they're what I don't like. So I'm going to go to... We'll turn the green on. We'll go to the blue and we'll see what it looks like with the blue. Can't say I like that much either. Alright, what about pardon me, coffee time. Smurf says 2021.1.0 came out in February. Sniper says to Smurf, hopefully it will detect CUDA. It's not great. Yeah, did you update drivers? Did you notice a difference after you I'm just trying to work out why CUDA has stopped working in Meshroom. And it could be because of a driver update, an NVIDIA driver update, or an AMD one. Actually, no, it had to be NVIDIA for CUDA. Sniper Girl says back with food. Oh, food. Didn't want to cook, so yeah, order. What did you order this time, Sniper Girl? You're gonna make me. I'm hungry. Sniper Echo says I updated drivers. It didn't fix it for me. I will try the studio drivers. Yeah, I think it's the updating of the driver that's the problem. I think they may have updated CUDA in one of the drivers, which means if Meshroom hasn't been updated for a new version of CUDA, it could cause issues. If you really need to use Meshroom, my suggestion would be to roll back your driver to an earlier version. I'm just trying to work out why it would stop working, and the only thing I can think of is an update to the a driver update, a graphics driver update, maybe. What else I've noticed? Yeah, no, that's generally usually the only problem. The only other thing to be aware of with graphics card drivers is, you know how Microsoft do a major update to the operating system every 6 months? When it does that update, no, we're not talking the monthly cumulative updates, I'm talking about the 6 monthly full updates that Microsoft puts out for Windows 10. When it does that, it basically reinstalls the operating system. So I've noticed when it does these major update reinstalls every 6 months, you have to reinstall your current driver again. Something gets broken in the update process. So reinstalling the driver again fixes that, but I don't think that's your issue if you've already tried updating a driver. But I only use the studio drivers. I don't use game ready drivers on any of my machines. So the studio drivers are generally much more stable from NVIDIA. Sniper Girl says Chinese. Oh, yum. Chinese, yum. I haven't had Chinese for ages. Ages and ages. I mean, I really like, I like all food. I'll eat anything, apart from seafood. And I haven't had Chinese for so long. Yeah, I like Thai as well. Thai food's really nice. Sniper says, yeah, maybe I will revert the driver. I'd do that. I'd try reverting back to an earlier version of the driver and see if that fixes it. Because it could be that NVIDIA updated the CUDA in the driver, and Meshroom hasn't been updated for the new version of CUDA. That could cause the program to stop working. Okay, so what I think we'll do here is we're going to let's move. Yeah, let's move this pattern into our swag group. Let's go into our smart masks and let's find a mask. What sort of mask do I want? Let's see what fabric edge damage looks like. No, that's not really the look I'm going for. Not even if I blurred it. No, that's not the look I want. What else we got? Let's try. Let's try fibers. You never know. No, again, that's not the look I'm going for. Okay, let's try dust surface. I'm just wanting to break it up. Like on its own, the blue with the pattern was just not looking quite right. So I wanted to sort of fade it out a bit. And I think what I might do with this one is maybe fade it out a little bit. Let's come back to that. Let's concentrate on this bit in the middle because it's grabbing my attention the most. Sniper Girl says, what's good about the place I ordered from is I have food tomorrow due to the portion size. Hey, well, that's good. Don't they say, though, you're hungry again by a few hours after you've eaten Chinese? Isn't that the joke? Which is not true. Yeah, let's concentrate on this bit here through the middle. So let's just collapse our swag folder. I'm going to remove that green because I don't like that. And then we have to decide between the two greys if we're going to go with a plain grey or with a pattern through the grey. Let's do both. Why do we have to decide? Let's group these two together. And we're going to call this curtain middle or curtain main. Oh man. Okay, we're going to mask with color selection just to the middle part of the curtain. The two colors, yeah, we can play with that in a minute. Let's go back into our smart masks here and let's look at what do we want to look at? Let's look at soft damage. And again, I'm going to do a mix between these two so we get a bit of color variation. But so it looks like the fabric is sort of fading in parts. Just makes the fabric look a bit more interesting than just a plain color. Let's just do a quick save and we will pull in something for the tassels now, I think. Now this is interesting. What do I want to use for the tassel? Gonna have a look at this one. Oh no, that's the one we don't like. Making sure I did a save just in case the program crashes, because you never know. My luck it would. Just trying to work out the best way to get the color look that I want. Whether I go with a fabric and knock up or pull back, I should say, on the roughness to make it really shiny, or if I try and we can use a metal and we can change the values on a metal to make it look more like a fabric. I'm just not sure which way we should go. I know tassels are not metal, but we can fake it by changing it. Like change the blending mode or something will generally give us the look we want. But I'm not really seeing anything I like. No, we don't want that. So yes, no, having leftovers is always a good idea. You can just reheat them. I love microwaves. I use my microwave all the time. Let's have a look at the stylized aged gold. Let us mask with color selection to the tassel. And let's see if we can do something with this one. I'm going to start by turning off the hide information because we don't want that. That could probably work for what we want. I'm just going to see how shiny it is. Shiny, shiny. I don't want to change the colors, so that should be fine. We're not using the height. I'm just noticing it's interesting that this pattern here disappears. You only notice the pattern when the light hits it in the blue part of the fabric here. So that could look interesting when we bring it into the engine, depending on what light is hitting it from what angle. Maybe. Let's come back to the gold in a minute. Let's actually, I'm just going to group that one layer so that we can name it, and we'll call it curtain, is it? Yeah, curtain tassels. We're going to mask the color selection to make sure it sticks to our tassels only. We'll come back to that. I want to come back to this helmet, because we do have two colors of the helmet. Now we want to do a mask here, and we'll go with at surface worn. Let's do a mix. It's not really giving me the look I thought it would. Which is interesting. Probably because it's a flat surface, and these masks work best on with curvature, so I think that's the reason it's not actually not giving me the look I want. Let's try a different mask. Let's try surface rough. I'm not getting a lot of, maybe it's the color, maybe the color is too much, it's too light. Let's try darkening it up. Let's lighten this one up. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just that the colors were too similar. And again, I'm just doing this to make it look a little bit aged, not so clean and new. Oh, I want to move back to, actually I want to move back to this part of the curtain, I think. Let's do a save. And let's go to that grey. And let's go back to our materials. And I'm looking for an underlying fabric now. Just something that I can change the color on. Let me just drag that into the right layer. Again, I keep getting distracted with the ones with the lines through it. I don't want the lines through it. What about this one? Okay, this one probably won't. So I'm going to change the color and we're going to lighten it right up. So I want it to be darker, but I don't want it to have any color in it really. Okay. Alright, so let's move those. We have two-tone color going on here. Let's go back to our smart masks and let's go with let's see. Let's try the fabric edge damage. It would help if I turned it on. Oh, Phil. don't know that this is one I'm really looking for. Don't think it is. No, but I'll just hide it for the moment. We'll see what else we've got. We may come back to it. Let's have a look at fabric thread. Just going to remove that one at the bottom. We don't want that one. And maybe we'll pull back just a little bit on the mix. I might add a paint layer, I think. No, didn't add it to the right spot because I don't have the right thing selected. Still didn't do it right. There we go. Let's go into our brushes. And maybe we'll go with, let's go with maybe Fibers Soft. Snapperkill says, does anyone know if the new Mortal Kombat is any good? Oh, the movie? Yeah, I don't know. I was surprised they remade that, you know. Because they made one version, as you guys know, years ago. And it surprised me that they'd made another version. I thought, because that one was bad. The one that they made years ago was terrible. So I really didn't understand why they were remaking it again. I'm just going over these folds in the curtain to bring up some of the underlying lighter materials. So, but no, to answer your question, I haven't seen it. I did hear about it, and yeah, it surprised me that they were remaking it. I thought it's not the sort of movie that really needed to be remade because it wasn't that good to begin with, and the story is not that great either, really. I mean, I know the game is very popular, but it's not a game I even ever played. Let's switch colors and let's remove some from the middle a little bit. So we'll just darken it up a little bit here and there. Android Lost says, I didn't know there was a new Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah, the old one was terrible. It was awful. No Big Girl says, I liked it when I was a kid. I wouldn't dare watch it as an adult. That's the one with Kylie Minogue, isn't it? It was terrible. Terrible. Sniper Girl says, that's because you grew up with Noah. Oh, I knew it. I was waiting for it. We were talking about age before. This was just before you popped into the chat. And I said to the guys, if Sniper Girl was here, you know what she'd be saying? That's right, because I was saying I couldn't get my my vaccination shot because they're only doing people over the age of 70 in Australia at the moment. And I said, I'm sure if Sniper Girl was here, she'd say I'll be well and truly in the age group that I could get it done. What am I not liking here? There is something I'm just not liking. Maybe it needs an overall dirt layer. Maybe that's what I don't like. Maybe. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Let's go to our materials and find a dirt. Let's throw that on the very top of the stack. We want to remove the height information. We'll keep it normal. Let's change our mixing mode. That's the wrong mixing mode. We want to change this mixing mode. Start by knocking it back, I think. Now we can change the mixing mode. Might be easier for us to visualize. Let's knock it back a little bit more. I think it's still a bit too heavy. Let's just do a quick save because we haven't done one for a while. Oh, okay. Snappy Girl says to Android Lust, I posted a link to the trailer in the Discord. It looks brutal as hell, which I'm all for. Andrew Lust is looking at it. Sniper Girl says the only thing I don't like is it looks like they got rid of Johnny Cage. There is something about this curtain I don't like, and I think it's the grey. You know, I don't think I like that. So let's jump back into our materials and see if I can't find something that I like a bit better. Even if we have to do maybe a mix of something else. Yura says you have to verify your age before you can see it. Just going to pull this down, hiding our layers. We're also just going to get rid of these 3 here because we're not using them. So no point in having them in the stack. I'm just going to do a save again. Yeah, just something about this middle that I don't like. Maybe, I don't know if it's the colour, the fabric, I'm just not sure. I'm wondering if, I don't know. Like I like the burgundy, I like the gold, and I like the blue. I just don't like the grey. There's something about the grey that's putting me off. We have to keep it quite plain. We can't really introduce another pattern. Yeah, normally I would say that this central part of the curtain should probably be like a sheer, where it's partially see-through, particularly for like a kitchen, but we can't do that here because of the way that the game level is designed. The interior and the exterior are completely separate. So I can't make this a sheer because when you're in the building, you cannot see the outside through the window. I mean, the windows are covered in curtains anyway in all of the building. And there's only one spot in the building that you can see out, and that's in the end rooms where there's like that bay window section. Every other window is sealed, and that's been done for performance reasons. So I can't make it a sheer because you can't see the glass behind it because you can't see outside. We could make the window so you could see outside, but we can't really because we unload the landscape outside when you're in the building. So as soon as you go through any of the doors and enter the interior of the building, all of the landscape gets unloaded. And it's not until you go back outside, you open one of the exterior doors to go outside, that the landscape is reloaded. So we can't let people see out the windows, basically. Long story short. So yeah, generally that would be like a white sheer. That's really what it should be. I'm trying to come up with a way to make it look interesting without it being partially see-through. So yeah, I'm just not sure. I think it's colour that I don't like. I think that's what I'm having an issue with. I think it's the colour. Andrew Loss says, I'm interested in the movie now. Sabi says, I think it came out on Friday at the movies, streaming on HBO Max on this Friday. She says, Unreal is giving away Australia. What? Unreal is giving away Australia? What are they giving away here? Let me check this out. Let me have a look. Rural Australia Environment Collection now available. This is not really rural Australia. What they're showing you here is the Northern Territory, which is the centre of Australia, the desert part basically, as you can see here. This is not really what rural Australia looks like. I find that quite amusing. This is like part like the Kakadu and central desert parts of Australia, not what rural Australia really looks like. Let me have a look. I'm just going to turn off the audio. Yeah, see this. You remember when I show you pictures when I go to those mining sites in the middle of nowhere? And I show you that really red dirt. Like, I posted a couple of pictures on my Twitter. That's the desert. This is not rural Australia. This is like desert Australia. Rural Australia is actually quite green. It's a nice texture pack though. Like, yeah, it is very nice. I like the tree. Released in collaboration with Andrew Savenberg Hamilton and featured in the Spectacular Memoirs of Australia video short. Environment pack joins up permanently free. I'll have to download this actually. Quite like. I like the scans for the trees. They look really nice. And you could use those anywhere. It doesn't have to be in a rural Australia setting. Yeah, it's very nice. High quality photogrammetry based content. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what's going on here. Like, they're showing you the photogrammetry assets, but I don't think this video was done in Unreal, was it? Collection gives the opportunity to construct beautifully accurate representations with LODs. Yeah, I get all that. But what did you actually create the video in? I'm not saying it couldn't be done in Unreal. I'm just not sure it was. I mean, maybe it was. I could be completely wrong. Anyway, regardless of what it was done in, whether it was done in the Unreal Engine or not, the assets are actually look very nice, so I'll have to check that out. Thanks for the heads up, Sniper Girl. It looks lovely. I'm sure I can use some of the trees somewhere. Andrew Luss says the colour makes it look like a pair of jeans in 360p. Yeah, the colour, I don't like what's going on with this central curtain piece. I'm having a real problem. I actually want, look, let's do a save here. Let's just quickly open up the pot rack because I want to add the dirt layer. And then I want to look at the work that you guys, the images you guys posted in the gallery, because we're just about ready to sign off for the day. So I'm just going to jump into our smart materials. Again, I'm going to do a search for dirt. We're going to throw down a dirt layer. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, let's throw down a dirt layer here. And let's pull it back. I'm going to turn off the hide information. And pull back on the mix. So yeah, I wanted to talk properly. I just wanted to dirty up the wrought iron a little bit. And I'll do the same here for this bit in just a sec. Okay, let's copy the layer and paste it into the second material slot. Let me just wait for Substance Painter. We'll throw it on the very top. I'm waiting for Substance Painter again. Sniper Girl says it's called sarcasm. I'm probably going to download it and see how they did it, how they did a few things. It's the same images they used on the Unreal page, and yeah, it's from the Unreal Engine. Sniper Girl says, for the wood pieces, do you think that it would be worth it to take them into ZBrush Thinking of adding edge wear and making a sculpt of some of the boards so they look like they're broken. You're talking about your images here, are you, Sniper Girl, and the boardwalk stuff? I'll check that in a minute. It might be worth taking it to ZBrush. You got to head off, Sniper Echo? No problem. Thanks for being here, buddy. I'll be back again next week, of course. Actually, let me just look at the calendar real quick. So, yeah, next week will be just... like, Monday's stream will be a normal, like, 3D stream. And Tuesday's stream, because it's the last stream of the month, will be a Just Chat stream. I'm just going to see, do I have that set up in my... Yeah, so 2 streams next week, Monday normal, Tuesday next week will be Just Chat. You have a great weekend, Sniper Echo. Thanks for being here. Can't resist adding more sculpt details, Smurf says. Yeah, for the catwalk. It may, I think it might look really good. Let me just go to my website so I can go to my Twitch channel. So I can check my schedule. Oh, damn. We don't want that. Because I think I might have... I think it might be listed on my schedule. Where is my schedule? I'm lost. I don't normally use this browser. Where does it show my schedule? Not this schedule. My other one. Like the About Me page and all that sort of jazz. Where is that? What's going on? Maybe because I'm live it doesn't show it. I've never really looked at that. Well, there you go. Yeah. Has it always been like that? Like when you're live, you don't get the About all the videos tabs and all that sort of jazz? It's on Discord, right? No, yeah, the schedule, the schedule, general schedule is on Discord, but Twitch have a schedule thing as well, which is a graphical thing that shows you what my next streams are, even though you guys know it doesn't change. Andrew says, yeah, it's gone. That's bizarre. Anyway, yeah. You can check my schedule when I'm not streaming on Twitch. I want to download that, so I want to keep that open. So yeah, we've just added a little bit of dirt here to this. So let's save it and let's export the textures. And we're going to put them in the pot rack directory. Kitchen. Where's the kitchen? There it is. And the pot rack. We're going to make sure we set our project correctly and do an export. Again, I'm just waiting for Substance Painter here. But yes, if you're not sure, my schedule is under the schedule section on the Discord server for the next few months. I've got it up. But there is also a schedule on my Twitch channel page, which you'll see when I stop streaming, because it'll show you the about section and the video section where you go to look at my previous streams. But if you go to the About section, there's a schedule there, I believe. Well, actually, I think there's a section called Schedule that you can click on. And that'll show you where my next stream is and what I'm streaming, or if I'm doing a Just Chat stream, it'll show that as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the work you guys posted in the Discord, because I want to start with Juzan. Because Juzan is working on... Yeah, I got bored and made a stylized beast head. So this is a beast head Juzan has been working on. Creepy. Oh man, look at those ears. Well, horns, ears, horns, I'm not sure which. Really nice work though, it's coming together nicely. Oh, that interface, that ZBrush. Oh, but nice work, Juzan. I'll be interested to see it once you've textured it up and everything. Let's have a look at Sniper Girl now. She's been working on some catwalk stuff. I'll just grab both of these links and then we'll check them out in a bit more detail. Yeah, I really like the detail you got going on here, Sniper Girl, with the boards and the wrought iron and things. Looking really cool. Yeah, I like the detailing you've got going on here where the thing is falling apart too. That sort of thing always looks really cool. And the bend in the floorboard, in the boards and things like that, the missing boards. That always looks good. And you said you raised the catwalk, didn't you? I agree. I think raising the catwalk does help to lift the image a little bit, open it up a little bit more. That's the right way. So I think that was a good idea. Actually, raising the catwalk. Android Lust says it'll be a lot of work to take it into ZBrush for more detail. The boards, that is. Sniper Girl says, yeah, it's a ton of work. Not looking forward to it. But yeah, I do. I like the raised thing, and it's coming together really nicely. Yeah, it looks really cool. Android Lust has also done a new character that looks super creepy. Beautiful, but super creepy. I really love the poses you put your characters in, Android Lust. I mean, aside from the fact that they're modeled beautifully and they're textured beautifully, the poses that you put them in is really interesting. It's one of the things I love about your work is all of these really, really interesting poses you put them in. Button eyes. Every time I see button eyes, it reminds me of that Simpsons episode where they talk about baby button eyes. But it looks great. I love it. Really nice. Nice character, interesting pose, great texturing. Looking really good. Creepy too. Sniper Girl says, thankfully there's a lot of modular pieces to make it a tad faster, and I agree, love the process and the work in general. Creepy it is, it's creepy as. But good creepy. And then Sniper Girl's posted an image she was using when she was checking out Zephyr for photogrammetry. And Smurfberry's posted some images, wow. Let's have a look at Smurf stuff. So Smurfberry's working on a submarine. Let's grab both of them because I'm not sure what the difference between them. Oh, I can see the difference, okay. And I didn't copy that link correctly. Right, so we've got two versions here. It does look really good. Done in iRay, 30-second renders. That's pretty good for 30-second render. They look really cool, Smo. Yeah, really nice. Nice detail. I like the texturing as well. Very nice work. I'm looking at the difference between these two subs, trying to decide which one I like more. I think I like this one more because I like this. They both look beautiful, Smurfberry. You've done a really nice job. Yeah, I like this one. This one's my favourite. I love them both, but I like this one. Smurf says, these are the final forms. Yeah, I really like this one. Andrew Loss says, 30 seconds on Ryzen 3900X, right? Smurf says, yeah. Yeah, they look really good. Really nice. Nice work. And I want to thank you guys, though, for letting me show them on the stream. You've all done beautiful work, as you always do. But I think we will leave it there for today, guys and girls. I will be back again, of course, on Monday next week, which will be at 5 p.m. Pacific time. That'll be a normal 3D stream. And then Tuesday next week will be a Just Chat stream because it's the last stream of the month. So, Mev says, made it all the way to 1,000 iterations on the second one. Wow, 1,000 iterations to get to the result. Well, that's pretty good. That's a lot of iterations. I do want to thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me and for watching. I really do appreciate it. Again, I want to thank Petra and Virtual Alien for the follows, and Tamana for the 46-month subscription. Thank you, Tamana. You guys and girls have a great weekend. Make sure you take care if you're going to be out and about and around people. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you all again on Monday next week for our normal 3D stream, and Tuesday will be a Just Chat. So you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. See you guys.